Good morning. Let's go ahead and start our garden update for this week. It is Easter Sunday. I got my wires crossed on the kids' plans, and our Easter / family celebration is going to be next weekend. They're all busy at church and in-laws and all that today, and I cannot sit in the house and rest. I've tried and I can't do it. So here's the corn patch. I side dressed and hoed it this morning a little while ago. This section here I replanted. This whole first row here. Didn't get a good stand. I think that's the first row we tried the that Hoss cedar that Fred brought me to use. And I don't think we knew what we was doing. But second row is looking good. Pretty good stand. It was getting a little pale. These sprinklers don't work real well out here, but I went ahead and side dressed them a little bit. That should take care of that. This row is looking good. Now these are my opalika tomatoes. They are looking very, very good. That one's blooming already. Somebody left the camera on last night and the battery died. So where was I at? Oh yeah, my opalika tomatoes. That one looks a little wilty. Maybe it's because of lack of water. There's another one blooming. They're looking very well. And let's see, I'm not all the way done with today's work. I'm just going to show you this while I'm taking a break. Got a good amount of it done. Hey, the peppers down here, the bell peppers, they're looking good. That one's starting to bloom already. Well, they all are. Never had them bloom that small before. The Creole tomatoes, they're blooming. Outstanding. And knock on wood, I have not lost a tomato plant yet. Remember, I said yet. They all look excellent. I did seed all of these from seeds. And I'm real proud of that. I had good seed too. Okra, Tim, them okras you sent me. There's some there. Very good stand here. I don't know if you can see it. They're all up solid. There's one little section here I had to replant. But who knows what happened. After I planted them, we had that hard rain. And I was afraid they wouldn't come up at all. But I side dressed those this morning. Hoed them. There's these 2 rows. And 2 more rows over here. Very good stand all the way down. Thank you for them seeds, brother. That's going to work out great. I'm disappointed in my squash. I'm not sure if these are going to make it. I side dressed them and hoed them. They've been up a while. They should be a lot bigger than that. Because that's the ground where I worked in the compost and fertilizer and stuff. Not sure about. That's the first time seed for those, and I've never had them look like this. But maybe they'll come on out. I'll give them another week and see. If not, I'll replant those. Onions are the same. Still need to pick them. Some of them. Carrot patch coming right along. Some of those seeds I put in, the replanted, they are starting to sprout. Yeah. These peppers are weak. I have a plan though. I'm gonna get some different fertilizer to put on those. The same with my Marconi peppers up here. They're a little weak. Daikon radishes the tops look good. So Reuben, the Brussels sprouts you sent me. They're here and there. There's a few more down there. Maybe we'll get a few. Now I'm going with, for these peppers, I'm going to go get some Miracle Grow fertilizer that you mix. I know it's a chemical. I know this, I know that. I've used it before. It's always worked for me. I am not a government conspiracy guy that the government is poisoning us with all these chemicals. I don't like a lot of them, but sometimes if you're going to have something, you don't have any choice. The all-natural stuff has not worked on these bugs. I pulled this turnip bed this morning, and this is, it's not 7 Dust, it's the Bear like Bear aspirins, that brand insect dust. I used it before and it works. Nothing all natural, that all the suggestions, I appreciate y'all's suggestions, but none of that stuff worked. And I put in too much work and too much money in this garden to let bugs eat it up, trying stuff that I don't know about. See that little black beetle right there? When I pull these greens out of here, millions of them. And the snails, they're running like crazy. But I'll let that sit today, and late this afternoon, if I get time, if I feel like it, I'll build my cucumber trellis here. Same with my collards. Starting to eat my collards, so I dusted those. I dusted that bed as well. Broccoli looks pretty good. I still have not got to thinned it out like I should, but I'll get to it. English peas, I didn't pick them the other day. I just ran slap out of time. There was a bunch ready to pick, and I have no bug issues on those. These down here, a bunch of those are ready to pick. Alright, banana peppers, look at these things go. Now I just put a very, very, very little bit of triple 13 fertilizer on these, and that's all. They are blooming, starting to bloom. Looking really well. That little patch there, I've still got to figure out something to plant there. And I have something for these guys. That's the big, whatever kind of ants they are. Potatoes, some of them are looking a little wilty, but they're looking okay. Some of them are pale. That's a different kind, I think, where I mixed the two kinds. They're looking okay. Remember, I fertilized and healed them up a while back. Now I'm just going to leave them alone and keep them wet and let them go. Let's see, what else can we look at? I was worried about my peach trees. They are coming out. That one's leafing and this one's got blooms on it. I don't expect much fruit off of them this year, if any. I was just worried they was dead, so they're okay. Green beans, it was so dry over here. I took the tiller, Big Bertha, and I got my peas in shape. Got them side dressed. Run the tiller down between them. I had to hand hoe part of this row, which is okay. They're looking very well. But it was so dry, the dust is so bad, I had to dampen for the green bean patch where I'm going to replant that, or part of it. Mortgage lifter tomatoes. Look at these things. They are starting to bloom. And these are the ones with fish. I was worried about them being pale. They are turning a very dark green. Look really nice. Don't have any bug issues yet. See, that one's blooming. These leaves and pine straw mulch I put down seem to be doing pretty good. Cayenne peppers are starting to bloom also. And there's a little bit of bug sign on that, and I'll dust them down when they dry off some. I just had to dampen everything out here. Did lose that end one. Hey, one plant out of all those, it's not bad. Alrighty. Another odd thing, this row of peas are pale color. These two rows are dark green. I don't understand that. But I put some fertilizer down, so maybe that'll help that. They still look good, they're just a little pale. My grandfather used to say peas will grow in poor ground. You can hear them grunt when they come up. But when I get through with the green bean replanting, I will show you what that looks like. And I just finished a bottle of water. Now it's time for a cup of coffee. Be back in just a few minutes. Alright, forgot to show you something. The turnip bed that I cleaned out. That is about a 4-gallon bucket. About 3/4 of the way full. Turnip roots. I didn't think there'd be many, but I was wrong. It has happened before. Cut them all with my camp knife. And those are going to be canned. We're going to can them up tonight. There's a bug on there. They're just rinsed. They still got to be washed and trimmed and cut. But I figure at least 2 cannerfuls. About 14 quarts maybe. So we'll see. I'm not going to do a canning video because I did one of those last year, I think. And everybody cans different. Just pressure can them with water and salt. For I believe 10 pounds that I think it's 45 minutes for a quart, something like that. That was a couple onions I didn't know was in there. Found them in there, so I'll eat them with supper. Alright, just thought I'd show you those. And this will be the first canning out of the garden this year. Not bad. Alright, the green beans are sort of replanted. You can see the very few there that made it. I replanted those rows and I ran out of seed. Got 2 more whole entire rows where I don't have any seed. I thought I bought enough for that, but I didn't, so I've got to be in town tomorrow anyway. Got to go do that doctor thing tomorrow. So while I'm there, I'll stop off at the feed store and get some more. Plant them 2 rows. And I like to plant before rain. And they're saying now that it might rain today and it might not. I don't take a lot of stock in the long range forecast. So I'm going to let the sprinklers run a little while and soak them down. And what else I got to do out here today? I'm tired, so I think that's going to be it today out here. I'm going to try to rest a little bit. And I was going to build my cucumber trellis, which ain't no big deal. I may do that this afternoon. I don't even know what time it is. Let's see. It's getting warm though, I know that much. Let's see. It is 12:23. You see that? And 79 degrees. It was getting warm. Not real bad, but bad enough to take a break. Mama came out and helped me pick about a half a bucket of English peas that we're going to eat for supper. I would have showed you that, but she does not like the camera, so that's that. All right, did you see everything? Potatoes, I've got to get those weeds cut. I got to fix my weed eater again. If you want to see how I fixed the weed eater, there's a video up from last year. It's the exact same thing. The fuel hoses rot off of it every year. Yeah, we looked at all that, didn't we? And I'm just so proud of that okra, I'm telling you what. Yes, I need to go through there and weed a little bit, but I'm not going to do it right now. Alright, well that'll do it for today. Oh, I was thinking about what I said earlier about I'm not a government conspiracy guy. That may have come off wrong. That don't mean I believe everything they say either. It just means that I know, like gardening stuff, I know what I've done for years and years that works. And now I know some things that don't work. That's all I meant by that. And we're going to leave it there. Mr. Owl's going to tell y'all goodbye. Right? His bird's been sitting on top of him pooping, so he's not doing his job. And yes, it is straw hat season. So, thank y'all for watching. Thank you for your support. Get your cards in for the giveaway. And I will see y'all in a day or two with whatever else comes up.